Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss, so get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Washington Commanders defender calls NFL push a cheap play. After being forced to defend the push-push on numerous occasions over the past few seasons, it makes sense that the Washington Commanders would not like the Philadelphia Eagles' most popular strategy. However, for the Commanders, the issue of push-push is a bit more personal. One person who is clearly upset about the push-push play is Commanders linebacker Frankie Louvu. As some may recall, it was Louvu who tried to cross the line of scrimmage in the Commanders' playoff loss. Now Louvu says he wants to see the NFL vote to ban the tush-push at this week's NFL owners' meeting. My personal take? I think they should ban it. But I know the discussion is going to be, hey, you guys have to stop doing that. Don't put us in a tight spot and stuff like that. But it's kind of a cheap shot. It's basically a scrum in rugby. That's how I look at it. And we need to have a scrum too on the other side. And the scrum is, we have a cadence where we all go at the same time. It's not like you're counting and this and that, where now you're making us, or me, jump over the pile, thinking you're going to snap the ball. That's just my personal opinion, and I'll leave it at that. Louvu had one of his best seasons last year, earning second-team All-Pro status for the first time in his 7-year career. But he and other teams have yet to find an effective way to effectively defend the offense while preventing the team from gaining easy yards. Louvu made his feelings known, and so have others. Still, it may not be enough to get the owners on his side. We know the Eagles won't want the ban, but what about his peers? We'll have our answers soon when owners meet and vote on the controversial issue later this week. Commanders urged to give NFL star who failed to become a draftee. The Commanders could be Damon Arnett Jr.'s golden ticket back to the league. The Washington Commanders have a solid group of cornerbacks heading into the 2025 season. That didn't stop one NFL analyst from boldly stating that head coach Dan Quinn should give a draft bust looking to return to the league one last chance. Damon Arnett Jr. had high expectations when the Las Vegas Raiders selected him 19th overall in the 2020 NFL Draft. Immaturity, coupled with off-field issues, meant his time in the league was short-lived. He was released by the AFC West club during his sophomore season. The Kansas City Chiefs briefly signed him, but the cornerback didn't stick. After a 3-year exile, Arnett is looking to return to the professional scene. He caught the eye of the Houston Roughnecks in the UFL, and Aaron Wilson of Click2 Houston says several NFL teams have already reached out to the former Ohio State standout. Commanders linked to resurgent cornerback Damon Arnett Jr. Arnett knows he's a different person now. Fatherhood and a childhood dream gone to waste have brought a different perspective to his doorstep. Something the defensive back believes could allow him to make a bigger impact in the NFL if given the opportunity. I'm a dog on the field. I'm more professional now than I've ever been. I wasn't a professional before. I was just a dog. I've found professionalism and a calm state of mind. I feel like I'm the best version of myself I've ever been. Damon Arnett Jr. Anthony Palacios of Last Word on Sports listed the Commanders as one of those who could try to sign Arnett in the not-too-distant future. Something that would add depth and provide relief if Marshon Lattimore can't shake off his injury issues. The same depth issues can be said for the Washington Commanders. They have a great offense, but the same cannot be said for their secondary. Despite signing Jonathan Jones, he is only on a 1-year deal and needs a capable replacement after losing Benjamin St-Juste. Arnett may not be a starter, but that brings relief to veteran Marshon Lattimore, who has been struggling with injuries. Antonio Palacios. The Commanders have already brought someone back from the desert once this offseason. Wide receiver Michael Gallup ended his retirement after one season. While Arnett hasn't taken such drastic action, his path to the league looked bleak before he restored his reputation in the UFL. Whether Washington will consider that is anyone's guess. They have Lattimore, Mike Sainristil, Jonathan Jones, Noah Igbinoghene, and second-round pick Trey Amos as their current players committed. That leaves room for one or potentially two more cornerbacks, depending on how many cornerbacks the Commanders draft. Commanders are considered the perfect fit for 1,000-yard free agent RB. This offseason, the Washington Commanders went through the busy process of building their offense around quarterback and 2024 NFL Draft number 2 overall pick Jayden Daniels. General Manager Adam Peters traded away one elite offensive lineman in Laramie Tunsil and selected another in Josh Conerly Jr. in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Peters traded away another receiving target, All-Pro Deebo Samuel. Peters also brought back one of Daniels' favorite targets, tight end Zach Ertz, on a one-year, $6.25 million deal. What Peters didn't do was sign a seasoned, experienced running back. But there's still a chance. ESPN's Matt Bowen believes there's still one free agent out there who could be the perfect fit for the Commanders' offense. Veteran J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins is coming off career highs of 905 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns for the Los Angeles Chargers in 2024, despite missing 4 games with a sprained MCL. Along with 32 receptions for 153 yards, Dobbins surpassed the 1,000-yard mark of total offense for the first time in his career. Dobbins is the best free agent running back still available, according to Sharp Football Analysis. In Cliff Kingsbury's Washington offense, I could see Dobbins competing with Brian Robinson Jr. as the starting running back, Bowen wrote on May 19th. Dobbins can run between the tackles and has the power to create big plays on the ground. He had 27 carries for 10 or more yards last season. Dobbins is also a viable option economically. He played last season on a one-year, $161 million contract. The Commanders would be wise to start with an offer at that price and not increase it much from there. Injuries have derailed Dobbins' promising career. It's a miracle that Dobbins has been able to play as well as he has in 2024, or that his career is at a point where he's even being discussed as a potential contender. Most players who have suffered a series of injuries like his might be out of football altogether. After rushing for over 2,000 yards and scoring 23 total touchdowns in his final season at Ohio State in 2019, Dobbins was a second-round pick, number 54 overall, by the Baltimore Ravens in the 2020 NFL Draft and is off to a solid start as a rookie with 805 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns, averaging 6.0 yards per carry. That's when things went off the rails. Dobbins played just 9 games over the next 3 seasons. That included no games in 2021 due to a torn ACL and just 1 game in 2023 before rupturing his Achilles tendon.